Hey guys, what's up? It's Awesome really again with Options Traders, and today I wanted to go over a question that someone in the group chat asked. Let's go over the question real quick. Handle name Sarang. I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced that badly. But he said maybe Austin B needs to give some tips on how/when exactly to buy or sell. Maybe taking last 2 days as example. Both were plus or minus 100%. Would have been possible in the last 2 days depending on your timing. So the question seems to be how and when exactly do you know to buy and sell? Sell. So he said the past 2 days. So this is Thursday. So Thursday we have a prevailing downtrend. We consolidate into this triangle, which I made a video of yesterday talking about this triangle pattern. Now where's your entry? It's on the break below this line. Okay, break below this little trend line here of the symmetrical triangle. Now however, if you're not comfortable with that because it's super close to a support line, wait for the break through the support. So you have the confirmation of the push of the triangle plus the confirmation of the push through the support, and then that's obviously your indication of the downtrend. Now the real question is, where do I get out? Do I get out at this support level? Do I get out at this support level? Where's my target? Now I believe that yes, you roughly do need a price target. You also need to be able to you need to hold on to your winners as long as you can. You need to maximize the amount of money you get from your winners. So how do you do that? Based on your strategy, you can develop that. So I'm going to tell you how I develop my exit strategy for my personal strategy, which is the triangle breakout. Okay, so when you use the strategy that I use, of course, if this doesn't work for you, find your own and develop your own. But the triangle breakout, I get it right on the breakout as fast as I can on this breakout. Why? Because my risk is if it goes back up and crosses above this line, I sell as fast as I can to cut my losses. Now, how do I maximize my gains? I hold it until I show an obvious reversal. Okay? Now, what indicates a reversal of trend? I know I talked about this before. It's the EMA line. The EMA line is indicative or indicates when a trend is reversing. So here we can see we had some consolidation here. We had no real push up to this exponential moving average line. Then we broke straight through. Then we're having some consolidation. Then we're trying to break back up, but we never got to that line, and we push back down. And then we start to, as we break this, that would be your exit point. Or if you wanted to be safer, obviously my exit point, it's better to exit a position in options when you're day trading as it goes in your favor. Because when it's going up, nobody wants to be on the other side of your put. Nobody wants to buy that put from you. So it's best to sell it in the move of the direction. So I saw that we're having some consolidation here, and then we're really having some push here, which in my head means that we're starting to slow down. The momentum is slowing down because as you can see, the green candles here were a bit smaller, and then this one we're actually starting to push up. So I got in. I would have sold right at this line here because we're having a flush through. Thus it's going red. Thus it's going down. Therefore, people are thinking about puts, and when people want to buy puts, you're selling straight into that. You get filled practically immediately. So that was the one good play. You only need one good play a day, or 3 good plays a week, or 2 good plays a week to really just make your week. So really, that would have been your trade, and you could have been done. This was like I don't know exactly, but I think it was like a 200-100% move, something crazy like that. So let's look. Of course, you could have caught that, but that shot up way too fast. You didn't know, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't really matter. Now, we go into today. So, SPX, I've talked about Max Pain before. You can go and look on my YouTube channel about Max Pain. But SPY opened the day at around 261. Max Pain, you do not solely base your trading off Max Pain, but Max Pain did have an indication for SPY to close around the 264 level today. Okay, so that means we're 3 points away from the 264 level. Therefore, that means that there must be some significant moves, okay? Outside of news, which I don't pay attention to, but someone in the group mentioned it. Buffett bought a bunch of shares of Apple, and since the S&P 500 is made 2% of Apple, that is one of the driving forces for this. But that doesn't matter because you didn't really know that. You're just trading the pattern, right? So we know that we need to get up at least to this 264 level for Max Payne to be right. It's not always right. Obviously, it closed at 266. You didn't know that. That's just something we're using in our quiver to help us add all these sums together to get the best trade, or the trade that is most in our favor. Okay, so yes, we have a gap down, but it doesn't prevail. We bounce off this and we continue to show a nice strong push up. Now after this push up, this is the 2 minute, but if we go on the 1 minute, it's very clear. Oops. 1 minute, very clear triangle pattern. We have a previous trend, we're going up, and then we're hitting and we're bouncing in between. We're squeezing into this corner. The EMA line, the candles are holding above this EMA line, thus indicating a further continuation in this pattern. You would have entered around here, and let's just go from there. Oh, it's not right here. So let's just say you don't get filled immediately. You get filled somewhere around this area. Okay? Unless you were ballsy enough, which I'm sure I would have, hopefully. But I was at work. I just got back from work. That's why this video is late. Entered in here because it's my best risk to reward, because I'm only risking it to go down to here to close my position for a small loss. If I get in here, then I'm risking this much. But whatever, it works out. So we have this trade, a symmetrical triangle breakout, a continuation. Now where do you exit? You exit, you want to maximize your profit. So you exit when it shows indication of a trend reversal. So, because we are trading trends-ish, well I am, I don't know what you do. So if we get in here, okay, we're moving, and we saw some slide down. Oh, we bounced perfectly off this EMA line. Now if it would have broke through, we would have sold and it would have been about break even, okay? But that's fine. It bounced, we have this continuation upward. Yes, it's consolidating, but if we look at the time, it's lunchtime. Okay, and if you also track it, we seem to be hitting the same little resistance level while we're forming higher lows. That is an ascending uptrend pattern. Not an up. It's an ascending uptrend, or it's called an ascending triangle breakout, where we hit the same resistance forming higher lows. We hit it about 3 times and then we explode. So that's what happened here. This would not be considered a trend reversal even though it broke below this. Why? Because it was not a significant push through. We did not have that significant push through. So like for instance, this would have been a curve and then it would have pushed through, right? I want to see if I can get a good example of this. Here we go, like look here. So if you would have gotten in here for some reason and you want to cut it, look how fast it pushed through this. That is obvious that we're reversing. This one, you see up here, we're lightly touching this line. We're not pushing through it hard, and we're forming higher lows. An uptrend means that you have higher lows and higher highs. So we're not having high. Well, we are having higher highs. This is higher than that one, but barely. And we're still having the higher lows. Thus, we hold. And then we go and we can continue to have this breakout. And then where would my exit have been? It would have been, it bounced off here, and then we had a strong red candle push through this. That would have been your exit. Why? Because you don't know. For all you know, we're already way over Max Payne. Thus, we're just going to be returning back to the Max Payne level of 2640 on the SPX chart. Okay, so that makes sense. Push through, you sell there. Okay, look at that huge run that you made. Even if you traded it from here to here and then waited for this breakout and got it from here to here, that's still awesome gains. But we want to maximize our profits. So from here to here, stating why you get in, here. It's the perfect risk to reward ratio. Your risk is so low for a huge reward, especially if you get in here. You're risking just a little breakout, okay? for this huge reward. Of course, this doesn't always happen. You don't always get a run this big all day, but it does happen, and you want to make sure you maximize your profits on this. From here to here, I'm just guessing off the top of my head, but I'm thinking around 600%, okay? Because look, right here at this breakout, contracts on SPX were $1. When we got to here, or in this area, contracts were about $800 to $900. So imagine you putting in $100 into this trade and selling it for 900 or 800. Let's just go 800 for the shorter side. That is a max, or that is a profit of $700 for the day. That is more than most people make working all day, and you made it just by sitting around and watching this move, trading a simple pattern. Again, if this didn't work, you cut your loss, you lose 5 to 10%. Okay, whatever. You know the next time you take this trade, and in the long run, it will succeed more. Now, your strategy, you have to make sure it works over the long run. But now, how do you know where to enter? You enter where your risk to reward is the best. Now, where do you exit? You exit when there's an obvious reversal happening. If you're trading long-term trends, you're looking for a reversal, something that's changing. Okay, and in me, the show changing, it is this EMA line and a strong push through it if I'm trading a call, and a strong push above it if I'm trading a put. That is my exit. Okay, now if you're scalping, you just have to have a feel for the market, a feel for what's happening, and you have to pull the trigger on that. But from the past two days, I hope, Sarang, that answers your question of the best places to enter and the best places to exit, and how to maximize your profit and minimize your loss. Alright guys, I hope you learned something. Please subscribe to this channel if you thought it was useful. If you didn't like the video, dislike it, and then leave me a comment why. If you want to talk to me, just join the group chat. I'd love to be a part of your success. And everyone in the group has done so well this week, and I'm just so happy. And good luck trading these markets, guys.